Where your focus goes, energy flows, and results will surely follow. Let me explain. Ever had one of those days when you think you've signed up for a comedy of errors? It's like a slapstick routine. You sort of get out of bed, you're feeling not too bad, you get into the shower, but for some unknown reason, you mix up the hot and the cold water taps, and before you know it, you're scolded and you're dancing around in the cubicle going, ah, 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 ah. And then you think, oh Lord, that's going to be my day now. You go out to the family and the news is broadcasting some other end of the world story. The kids are reenacting a scene out of Lord of the Flies, and the dog just wants to sit wherever you need to be. The journey to work is like a demolition derby with everybody, including yourself, vying for the road rage award. You get to work, you slump in your chair, you look at your coffee cup and you go, is it too late to start a new career? And the whole day just goes into free fall from there. Ever had those days? Yes, yeah, I've had some. Yes, oh, they're tough, aren't they? It's like tough. Because your focus is everywhere but where it should be. Conversely, ever had those days when you sort of spring out of bed, you give a high five to the universe and you say, I'm looking so forward to our awesome collaboration today, and the whole universe just cooperates on your behalf? Had those? Maybe you start the day with an appreciation journal. Note the word appreciation. An appreciation journal or a positive aspects journal. And you sit there and you spend a little time and you write down the things you're grateful for, like good quality coffee, sunny days, socks that match. Just the simple joys in life thrill you. You go out to the kitchen and the kids, dear, the kids could be in a Disney movie. They're so well behaved. And the dog could win an Oscar for the best pooch in a leading role, paws down. Your drive to work is like conversation at a polite tea party. Everybody's smiling and waving you in. You get to work with a spring in your step, you get out of the car and you're so ready to seize the day that you're sending good vibrations out everywhere like confetti. That day is the world giving you a standing ovation. On those days, life isn't just good. It's everything you've ever wanted it to be, right there and then. Ever had days like that? Good. We've got a few nods there. Not a lot, but I'm going to explain this to you in a minute. Ever wondered why that happens? Ever wondered why you can have such really good days one day and other days, yeah, not so much? One of the greatest minds in history did wonder, Albert Einstein. And he discovered a profound truth. These events aren't accidental or random. According to quantum physics, there's a universal law underpinning our reality and shaping our future. And he wrote, everything is energy. And that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you can't help but get that reality. Because what it meant was that I get to have anything I want. Why? Because everything is energy. The universe is energy. Solar system's energy. The planet's energy. I'm energy. The chair's energy. Your energy. This is energy. Everything is energy. And we are all particles vibrating at different frequencies. And that's why we all have different forms, different densities, because everything is energy. And this brings us to the second element in mastering your mess, which is mastering your energy. And you're sitting there going, okay, so how do I know what I'm vibrating at? Well, we master our mindset through the force of focus, and we master our energy through our emotions. Every emotion we feel has a vibrational frequency, and every emotion affects every cell in our body. We already know that chronic negative emotions cause our cells to vibrate at a lower frequency, disrupting our health and leading to disease. While positive, loving emotions cause our cells to vibrate at a higher frequency, improving our overall well-being and especially our mental health. Every emotion we feel affects us more than we realise. It's like a radio station emitting its frequency. We act like giant transmitting towers, vibrating and sending our messages out into the world, attracting to us people and circumstances and conditions and sales and relationships that match our frequency, just as Einstein explained. Ever been to the grocery store and seen a cashier that looks like that? Maybe you have customers that look like that, or clients. You can tell at a glance that this young girl is not happy. She's not happy with her job, and she's making it very clear to everybody around her how frustrated and peeved she is about the whole situation and why do I have to do this. In most cases, people will feel those bad vibes and go, oh, I'm not going near her. I'm not going near her, and go away and go, no, I'll find a happy little cashier person to run my groceries through. Now, many years ago, or people self-serve and just move on, but many years ago when I came across Einstein's statement about everything being energy, I decided to test and measure it, because you have to test and measure everything. Don't believe me. Dear me, don't ever believe me. Test and measure yourself. You have to do it yourself. So I thought, right, okay, I'm going to find the most frustrated, unhappy cashier every time I go to the grocery store. And I'd check them all out, and then I'd target the one who wasn't very happy, and I'd stand here and go, right, I'm going to lift my energy up. I'm going to have nice, positive thoughts, and I'm going to go over and I'm going to go to her. And I'm going to take my good vibrations over to her. And so, sure enough, I'd smile, I'd drop a compliment, as one of the speakers said today, compliment, give her a compliment, go through and allow that transaction to shift in energy. Now, one of the things I did do, and here's a little secret, is I imagined a great big cable of energy of golden light coming from my solar plexus to her. I find it really interesting that as humans, we're so incensed about plugging all of our devices in all the time. Oh, I've got to plug in. Where can I plug in? Where can I plug in? Whereas I think as humans, as energetic beings, we're born cable ready. All we need to do is plug in. We've got to plug into each other. Plug, plug, plug. I'm doing it now to all of you. So it's about plugging in as humans. So I would go and I would imagine this cable from my solar plexus to her, and I would plug in so that while I was having a conversation, I'd be transferring some good vibes energetically to her. I did that for years, and I can guarantee you that I can't even recall one person who did not change. Because energy is the new currency of success. And the more we dare to master our energy through our emotions, the more we thrive. There's a growing body of research in the field of vibrational frequency and consciousness mapping. And I've distilled a bit of that research into this chart. Pegs. Everybody has pegs. And we're not talking about the ones you hang out the clothes with. Pegs. You have a personal energetic guidance system. Now, at the end of today's session, I'm going to give you a QR code so that you can actually scan it, and I will send you this in a high-res file so that you've got it, because I highly recommend that you get a PEGS and you put it up. It's one of the best things. I've got it on my granddaughter's bunk bed, and when she's lying underneath, she sees the pegs. How are you going, darling? I'm up there, Nene, I'm up there. Good girl, keep up there on the pegs. This is probably the most effective tool I have ever used, and that I have clients use and organisation use. It's so simple because we all have pegs, because we all feel emotions. In the bottom funnel, we have the lower vibrations of limitation. In the top funnel, we have the higher vibrations of inspiration. And neutrality is the pivot point or the fulcrum. We can choose, because we have free will, we can choose to wallow in those lower vibrations of boredom, pessimism, frustration, impatience, irritation, overwhelm, disappointment, doubt, worry. It goes all the way down to fear, grief and depression. I've been there, I know what it's like. Or we can choose to reach for the higher vibrations of inspiration. And we can choose to reach for curiosity, willingness, courage, commitment, assistance, hope, optimism, positive expectation. Up we go to appreciation. And that's why we started with appreciation. The choice is yours. At any time, the choice is yours. You can play victim to circumstances and conditions, like the lovely cashier was in the supermarket, who I have no doubt all day was chanting, "My life sucks, my life sucks, my life sucks." Or you can choose to reach for the higher vibrations of inspiration and reaffirm, "I feel good, I feel good, I feel good." And you're probably thinking, she is mad, she is mad. You only have to go a little bit, just a little bit more every day. The I feel good factor means deliberately thinking feel good thoughts, deliberately fostering feel good feelings, and employing more joy in your activities. It's really that simple. So think about it now, just have a think. What is it that you think, feel, and do on a daily basis, or at least regularly, 5 times a week, that makes you feel good, that's part of your feel good factor? Okay, let's stand up, shall we? Let's do this. We're going to do a little hands up thing, because you've been sitting there for too long. So what we're wanting to do is get the feel good factor up. So here we go, just hands up. Ready? Okay, hands up who meditates regularly, 5 days a week at least. 5 days a week? All right. I'm just going to let everybody know that meditation is the fastest route to success you will ever find in your life. Just putting it out there, everybody. Hands down. Hands up if you actually have a appreciation journal or a positive aspects journal that you use 5 days a week or something pretty close to it. Okay, good. Hands up if you deliberately think feel good thoughts throughout the day. Ooh, excellent. Hands down. Hands up if you deliberately foster feel good feelings during the day. Yeah, feel good feelings. Whoa, all those top ones. Hands down. Okay, hands up if you exercise or dance to music that you love, say about 5 times a week or regularly. Yes, right. We've got that physical one down. Very good. Hands down. Hands up if you listen to your favourite music to feel good. Driving to work with your favourite music on. Good, right, excellent. Hands up if you watch comedy to feel good regularly. Yep, pretty good, excellent. Hands up if you watch those cute little animal videos on YouTube to feel good. Yeah, they're always good, aren't they? Excellent. And hands up if you're a chief sales officer or a leader or a regional sales manager or something of the sort. Excellent. You're up here with me. Let's go. Let's go. Don't sit down, the rest of you. No. Sales leaders up here. Very good. Just take us. That's it. Trust me, it's very harmless. It doesn't hurt. Everybody else, stay up. Stay up. No. Now let's give them a hand. Come on. Leaders never get a hand. Right. Oh, we're right down the right. I can see you down there. Right, so what we're going to do now, see, can you feel that? Can you feel that? It's come up, the energy's come up, because before you were getting very intense and going, yes, the pegs, right, okay. So what we've done is we've lifted the energy now. And now what we're going to do is we're going to pump it up a little bit more. If you recall that picture from the beginning of the sales master, that sales master stood like this. Remember? So everybody, let's strike a sales master pose. Come on, let's go. Hands up. It's like a super, come on, Wonder Woman pose. Let's do it, girls. Right, that's it. So in the theatre we used to call it eyes, tits and teeth, but that's another story. So standing up, chin up, chest out, straight back, right? Hands on hips are important. Did you know that physiologically this changes the chemical messages in your body? It increases your testosterone. It decreases your cortisol levels, yeah? Decreases your stress levels, and it also enhances your courage. So imagine, if you would, before you go into any sales meeting, that you go... You don't have to have people see you do that, right? You can do that yourself, but it's a mind and body hack. We don't use these enough. They're really good. Okay.
In the car?
Yes. And just very quickly now, who's smiling? Hands up. Right, can I just let you know that it only takes 4 muscles to smile and 75 to frown? We don't need Botox, right? All we need to do is smile more. Right, so now that we've lifted up that energy a little bit more, we're getting into that feel-good energy, we're going to just take it a step further. Just one step, well, maybe a few steps further. And what we're going to do now is we're going to feel good to the music from the man who made Feeling Good a hit 60 years ago. Ready? Everybody. Here we go. That's it. Yeah. Double, and we can do, yeah. That's it. Now we're going to hip, 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 hip. Hop, hop. Hop, hop. And up. And again. Woo! Yeah. Excellent. Good. There we go. I'm so impressed people know this song. Yeah. Keep going, leaders. Here we go. Hop, 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 hop. Excellent. Now you dance amongst yourselves. Very good. Excellent. Thank you, leaders. Thank you, leaders.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Your mood matters. Your mood matters. And you are the only one who can master your mood. No one comes along, flips our head back, and pours down a jug of stress and struggling and suffering. Every moment of every day, we can just go up our pegs just that little bit more and choose to feel good. You see, good vibrations translate into successful sales transactions. Back in the 1960s and 50s, you could expect somebody like this to turn up at your door selling you encyclopedias or appliances or beauty products or stationery or vacuum cleaners. And these salesmen, because they were predominantly men then, had to be masters of their energy. They had to be very comfortable with rejection and getting doors slammed in their faces. They had to be able to master their energy and start the day, not just with positive expectation and hope and optimism, but to also finish the day with that same level of energy. They were out there alone. It was totally up to them. They had to master their energy through their emotions. I would say they had no idea of what I've been talking about with pegs and everything else. They just knew inherently, intuitively, they had to reach higher and hold that energy all day. The people, those men who succeeded at door-to-door selling, mastered their energy. And they knew inherently that good vibrations translate into great sales transactions. We can't control what happens in the field, but we can control what we think and feel. But we've given so much of our power away. We can control what we think and feel, and what we think and feel sets the tone for our day, for our business, for our career, and for our future.